Okay. This is one of my morning uh, videos. Today I'll be, making more videos, of course, and you'll see a pattern of me just not only speaking, but then letting other testimonial showing how validated we are as target individual, and the other things that validates us in so many ways. Um, because it's just so I'm just thankful for that. First of all, I want to say thank you, God. Sometimes I don't. Well, a lot of time I haven't been praying the way I should be praying, and be thankful when I can be thankful, or thankful when I can say I'm thankful, because I uh, I just I hear these people interacting with me via V2K. This. So let me just start off with putting things back into the right perspective and put things back to reality. I don't want to be emotional and start speaking in an emotional way, and losing touch of the reality of things. What I am is a target individual. I'm a TI. A TI is a human subject that is used for the developing of very sophisticated weapons or technology coming from the Department of Defense. We are tormented in so many ways, but it's part of how they try to get the results of what they want to get out of this development of technology. I'm a target individual who not only gets this very sophisticated technology, which is the synthetic telepathy and the voice to skull V2K. You've heard that other people say that. But I also get some like directed energy technology, things that's done to me remotely. For example, I feel like different vibrations on my body, things, my organs hurting, like things they do to my body remotely. But also get these people around you who are supposed to push you into insanity, disturb you. Of course, I'm getting gang stalked, but gang stalking at this point is not too much. It's like you just don't even. It's like almost obsolete in the sense that with the other stuff that they do to me are so much more disturbing and destructive that you almost don't even notice the gang stalking, especially at this stage. And why am I saying at this stage is when you target individual with what I'm dealing with, a lot of us have said the same thing in regard of how they psychologically torment us. They play with a libido in ways that are so disturbing. The way they implant thoughts, as you know, synthetic telepathy is when they somehow connect your brain via signals or some sort of mapping or something, where you are connected to some device that at that point, once you're connected to that device, they can lay over any thoughts, any perception, any reaction. It's like your brain is controlled completely, or you are being manipulated to experience things that you yourself will never experience naturally. But because you are hooked to this device, you're connected to this device, your brain, your thoughts, your mind experiences reactions, thoughts, like whole thoughts that are not coming from you, but they have laid over your thoughts. They have laid over your brain. So you start thinking in these disturbing ways. And then you have perps, right? They are constructed at this point. It's just more for agitation purposes to try to break you down into accepting these falsified thoughts, right? You have this trash that you can hear interact with you via V2K. These people are mostly civilians contracted by governmental entities. And they're like, no, those are your thoughts. And you obviously at this point been validated, because you get to a point where when you find out about the target individuals, everything that you experience have been experienced by others, and it's described the same way. For example, on TI Day, there was this guy who was like, from Sweden, because this is global. It's not just here in the United States, it's everywhere in the world. This guy in Sweden said, they can play thoughts in your head just like that, and you almost think that they're your thoughts, right? And others have said that, women saying the V2K, is the ability to manipulate thoughts, perceptions, like all the things that you've said before. People have said the same thing, and so it's things that you've heard. You know that the ability to manipulate your thoughts and make you believe that those thoughts are yours. That's what they do. They not only can manipulate your real-time thoughts, they manipulate your memories. You can even experience a memory with a new version of memories. For me, they just try to make me accept these false memories so I can have this notion of self that is different, giving me sensations, stimulation, narrations, perceptions that weren't there during when I experienced this thing, whatever it was. If they make me have like sensation, stimulation when I saw this child, like, oh, you see, you felt like that. Now you manipulate me. But with that being said, they also can retrieve your real memories. But on top of retrieving your memories, they can manipulate those memories. So they can do so much. And to be able to manipulate your memory, they have to be able to access your memory. So you couldn't manipulate memories if they had this ability to access memories. So they access your memories, manipulate them if they want to create this false notion of self. And it's disgusting. For example, 2 seconds ago, something that just disturbs me, but it's a typical thing. There was, and it's so nasty. As one woman said, it's extremely pedophilia-centric and perverted. Like it's perversion aimed toward children, like babies. It's so disgusting. That's why it's very pedophilia-centric. I was, and maybe I'll make a video about that. It's just so that nasty. It's just non-stop. Any way they can try to make you look at babies, like look, even little kids. This kid is probably like 8 years old, or even less, maybe between 6 and 8. And I see she's like, this kid is like wearing this like little girl dress, and I don't know, she turns around, you can see her legs, and they try to make me imagine some disgusting sexual things. It's just so disturbing. And that's the things they do. Not only they start imagining, they're making me have thoughts that's so disturbing. I'm like, oh my gosh. And that's the things they do. This technology that we are human subject to, guinea pigs to, manipulate thoughts. You are no longer thinking for yourself. Your thoughts are being manipulated in a way that is so disgusting to break you down, and it's pedophilia centric. And then you hear perps via V2K. Sometimes the neighbors come out of their apartment and yell something. It's you, and try to sound very passionate when they do it, because they're trying to sell this fantasy that now this is natural. They try to make you believe that if I act